Are you feeling anxious and stressed about the current craziness? Well, meditation can help you find inner peace. And my guest today will provide some guidance. With me is Gen Chayang, a teacher at the Kuluta Buddhist Centre. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Now, just to clarify, Gen actually means
teacher
in
Tibetan.
Tibetan, okay.
Yes.
So why don't we start with modern Buddhism? What can you tell us about Buddhist teachings?
Okay, so in our tradition it's called Kuluta Buddhism, and our teacher, Geshe Kelsang Gyatso, has taken Buddhist teachings and written a series of books so it's really applicable in people's everyday lives so they can start to find some inner peace. So I would say modern day Buddhism is like a Buddhism that we can apply in daily life, because it's really, everything about Buddhism is learning to respond in more positive ways, learning to recognize negative ways of thinking and reacting, and then learning how can I transform that state of mind into something more positive so that I can be at peace and I can start to solve problems in my life.
And what is your specific background as far as teaching?
So I've been part of this tradition for almost 30 years now. I ordained as a nun back the year 2000. So, and I've been teaching, doing various roles within our tradition. It's an international tradition, so there are centers all around the world. So I've lived in different places and done administration jobs, promotion jobs, and lately I've been teaching.
Okay, so how do you teach meditation?
So our classes are like drop-in classes. We have them twice a week. And we always start with just some breathing meditation together. So I'll guide people just so they can become more still inside. And then just to bring their energy to one thing, which is in breathing meditation, the sensation of the breath. So I would just guide people, helping them, because of course we get distracted and our mind starts thinking and stressed, thinking about tomorrow and all the plans and the state of the world.
State of the world.
So I'll just guide them. Every once in a while I'll just say a few words like bring your mind back, bring it back again. And after that we usually just go straight into a teaching on a particular topic, practical, a second meditation, and then some questions from people
that are there.
Yeah.
Where are the classes held?
They're at the Spire, so that's 82 Sydenham Street. So we have a room that we rent there on a long-term basis.
And the classes are scheduled, you said, a few times a week?
Yeah, they're twice, one on a Thursday night from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and then Sunday mornings from 10 to 11:15.
Okay, so, and the classes are open to everyone, regardless of experience, religion, etc.
Absolutely.
So what exactly can a beginner expect when they show up for a class?
Yeah, so it's a good question. Everyone's very welcome. And I just will say a little bit about what we're going to be learning, and then I begin with that meditation that I mentioned to you. I begin right away with guiding for about 10 or so minutes, a breathing meditation. Then there's a little bit of a visualization, imagining we're in the presence of Buddha and that we're receiving his compassion. And there's a brief prayer that we do, and anyone you can join in or not, completely up to you. And then from there we have a talk. The talk's about maybe half an hour, 40 minutes in length. And then I'll have a second meditation towards the end and try to get some time in for questions.
Okay. Do people have to bring anything?
No.
No, nothing? Okay.
Just come.
Is that done seated on the...
We have very comfortable chairs. So
chairs.
Yeah, so we're not on mats or on cushions. There's really not the space. And really these days, a lot of people, it's hard to sit.
Yeah.
You know?
How many people usually attend a class?
So we have an online and in-person presence. I would say in total, there's usually about 20 people, maybe, I don't know, half and half 10 online, 10 in class. Sometimes the numbers go up and down with respect to that, but generally.
Okay. Well, let's
yeah.
talk about that. You do
Yeah.
you do the live streamed meditation sessions,
Right at the same time as we're having class.
so people just connect and
Yeah, so
follow.
you register for the class, and then you can get, if you buy a monthly pass, you can then, there's different ways you can pay.
okay.
You can drop in and just pay singly, or you can buy a pass for the month. And I think when you buy that pass for the month, you have an opportunity to also stream online, so you would receive a link.
Okay.
But best to check the website on the specifics.
For all the
Yeah,
information. So
yeah.
the monthly pass would be like 2 classes a week.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else that we should know about Buddhist meditation? Leaving the session, how should people feel?
Well, I'm hoping they're feeling a lot more peaceful than when they came in. And I think generally people just feel lighter. They've had the chance to decompress. They've had the chance just to, even just sitting quietly for a few minutes is so unusual, isn't it, in
Yeah.
our day and
Yeah.
age? So I think just even if you want a taste of being with a group of people and we're all just trying to settle down and have some chance to feel a bit more in touch with yourself, in touch with your mind and your heart.
Some inner peace.
Some inner peace.
Inner peace. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm a bit stressed, as I think many people are these days. So I might just have to check out one of your classes.
You're very welcome.
I'll
hope
have to
see
take a
you.
look at your website.
Yes, please
Well,
do.
thanks so much for coming in.
You're
This has
welcome.
been very informative, and also possibly something many of us right now might want to check out.
Good. Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.